Hey fam, how y'all doing? My name is Franklin and welcome to Orgaysis. Today we're playing Extracurricular Activities. Why did I have to read the title? I know what game I'm playing. And last time we got some snacks for the crew and coach decided to forgive us for being late. Okay? Okay. We also budgeted some cards, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, let's get started. Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, I guess we'll start the meeting about Friday now that you're here. Oh, okay, we talk about the game. Okay. Something happening Friday? Yep, we aren't having a normal practice session that day. So we need to talk about it first to prep you guys. Okay. I've talked with one of our rival schools about playing some practice matches to really get you guys back in the groove. And they agreed to it. So Friday, you guys will be having matches against Pitchford Heights. At the moment, only Spencer is going to play a singles match. Everyone else will be paired up for doubles. Dozer and Darius will be teamed up, and then Chester and Jay will be together. I feel like you're telling me all of this, but you're not talking to the rest of the crew right now. Like you give this whole explanation. Maybe you say this part already, but it's like maybe we should go over there and say it. This team is built around speed, so you guys are going to have to play smart against them. Or in Chester and Dozer's case, you two can overpower them. But you're still going to have to think about what you're doing and set up your plays. Any questions so far? Oh, sorry, the word question was wet. I better keep this stuff in mind for the games. Our opponents, suggestions from coach. Where's the team playing? No questions. Okay, so our opponents. Do you happen to know who I will be playing against? Of course. I have their whole roster and seedings with me, so I can give you some insight as to what you'll be playing against. You'll be playing against their trickster. He's known on his team for his spin shots and jump shots. The ball might look like it's spinning normally as it sails towards you, but as it hits the ground, it's going to jump in an odd way. You really have to pay attention to how he swings his racket. The other guy is just built around strength, so you want to keep the ball low so he doesn't get the chance to slam it back at you. Suggestions from coach. Do you have any suggestions? Do you have any suggestions for us, coach? You know I do. You guys will be doing warm-up rallies before you actually start playing your matches. Oh, I suggest really watching your opponent to see what kind of playstyle he has. But keep in mind, you don't want to reveal your own style in that time either. You have to keep your tricks hidden. On top of that, I have some information for everyone to give you an idea of what your opponent is good at. Sounds like you've done a lot of recon on this other team already. This is just a practice match, right? It is just practice, but we'll be planning more of our games like this, so it's best to get started now. Where is this team playing? The team? This team? Where's the team playing? What courts are we going to my bad y'all. What courts are we going to be playing on? Well, to keep the match fair, we are going to use the courts over at the Elton Ranch Country Club. The courts are actually clay courts, so there's a few things you guys need to know about them. The balls will gather bits of clay from the court, and the clay will cause the ball to bounce less. Oh. Honestly, this might affect their players a lot more than us with their speed. Oh, with their speed, they should be sliding around the court. You can use that to your advantage. Be mindful though, since some of you have never played on clay either. Chester, you'll have to be extra careful since you're a bit more clumsy than everyone else. Oh geez, thanks for that, coach. Okay, no question. No questions left? Well, if that's the case, then let's get started with practice. Spencer, take Darius and Dozer and go over the basics of spin shots and jump shots with them. Chester and Jay, you're coming with me to do the same thing. Sweet, we're gonna be playing together again. Yeah, so let's have a good practice today so we can be ready for Friday. Chester claps his hand against your back as you follow the coach to one of the far courts. He was acting really pumped up about playing with you again. I was so happy that we're going down the Chester route. I was like, there go my boy. Okay. All right, you two. We're going to work on your slicing and adding more spin on the ball today. Jay, I know you can put some spin on the ball already, but it just needs to be refined a bit. Chester, though, you normally hit the ball flat with power behind it, so you'll have to dial it back a little to get better with these techniques. I'm going to show you guys the shots. Then you're going to rally. What's this? Now available, go similar. Okay, epic. Okay, epic. I'm going to show you guys the shots. Then you're going to rally with each other at the mid court just to practice them. I thought you was gonna go away with time, but you didn't, so I had to click you. I had to click you. You have to angle your racket back a bit so the strings mostly brush against the ball, giving it the spin. Well, now that I know, I can go and fix that later. Like so. Coach bounced the ball on the ground and swung his racket at it, sending the ball over the net. When the ball landed, it bounced backwards towards the net. See how I swing the racket starting high and moving low while I have it angled back? That's the slice. Okay. You two give it a few tries, just hitting the balls over the net. Just focus on the motions for now, then I'll let you start rallying. You went through the motions and hit the ball just like you should, earning an approving nod from the coach, just like you should. Oh, if you wanted to, they would. So keep on acting like you should. If they wanted to, they would. I was like, what did that? I was confused. I was like, what did that cue in my brain? My bad, yo. TikTok. You glanced over at Chester and watched him go through the same motions, but his ball either hit the edge of the racket or the net each time. He's getting upset. It was obvious that he was already growing frustrated. That's the word when he was getting frustrated with the drill. Chester, slow down a moment. You're just going through ball after ball and not accomplishing anything. Watch Jay do it. See how his racket isn't angled back too much? And be sure to swing high to low, not straight across. I would say that's something that low-key bothered me with like teachers and such, where they'll use me as like the model. Like I get that in this case it kind of just comes off more so as like he's literally doing the example that I'm trying to teach and this is what you should follow. But some teachers really word it in a way that comes off as like derogatory or degrading like the student that they're apparently trying to help. So it's just like it never really sat right with me. And they'll even like gas me up or whatever, or talk about all the work I must put into it. When I don't, I just pay attention in class. That's it. I don't go home and practice. Trust and believe, I don't go home and practice. I try to do it all at school, so I don't have to worry about it when I get home. Anyway, watch Jay do it. See how his racket isn't angled back too much, and be sure to swing high to low, not straight across. Yeah, I got it. Chester swung several more times, hitting one of the balls properly. His demeanor changed as soon as a ball landed correctly. Yeah, see there? Alright, I think I'm good to go now. Let's start a rally. We could start. I'm fine with that. Alright, if you're ready to start, let's get to it. I want you to focus primarily on the slice. Rally like normal, but mix in those slices. Let's do this, Jay. I want to save. That's just what I want to save. Oh, return. Okay. I hope you're ready for this, Chester, because you're gonna be running all over the place. True. You started to rally like normal, using the shot coach wanted you to use every so often. Each time you made the ball spin, Chester failed to get to it on time, and it led to him stumbling into the net several times. And whenever Chester tried to slice the ball, it ended up in a net or off the edge of the court. Eventually, any ball that came in contact with Chester's racket went sailing through the air and into other courts. By this point, he was fuming with anger, and after he failed, we're reading this, and after he failed to get to another short shot you made, his racket was sailing into the fence behind the court he was playing on in a fit of rage. Chester! Everyone stop here. I put no bass in his voice, but it's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me save. CaptainGerBear is mad. He don't throw no rackets. But thank you guys so much for watching. Again, my name is Franklin. This has been Orgaysis. I'm playing with my keys, my bad. If you enjoyed this video, then let me know by leaving a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I upload the minute that I do. I don't know, go down in the comment section and let me know how you feeling today. What else? Oh, the game. If you like this game or like to play it for yourself, then the link to this game will be found out in the comment section. I believe that is all I have to say. See you guys in the next video.